Hi all, today movie about my newest Omnibus. I have in two cover variants. I will show you how they look. I also have oversized hardcover, but it's very similar to the third cover that is possible, so I did not order it. Let's skip and go. What you can see as the dust jacket in full and under the dust jacket. Here is the first dust jacket. Here we have on the spine we have Magneto. And here is how it looks. Too bad that Marvel decided to remove here was the words very good describing what is about photo attractions, but still cover looks amazing, at least for me. Here is what it contains: Uncanny X-Men 298, 305 and 315 plus Annual 17, X-Factor 8792, X-Men Unlimited 1 and 2, X-Force 25, X-Men 25, Wolverine 75 and Excalibur 71. This is the first, and now by Capullo. There are a lot of fans of Capullo art with Bishop here. Also very good cover. Let's see what is under the dust jacket. Cover under the dust jacket is this art from X-Men 25. I will show later. Too bad they took off the head of Psylocke, Bishop and Gambit, but still it looks amazing. And you are wondering if there is an eye. I will show you. Yes, there is big beautiful eye. And let's go inside. It's one of those storylines that, as for me, is legendary and beautiful. It's top 3 for me of X-Men storylines. We have Acolytes that come back. And we know when they come back, then Magneto is very close. They attack hospital. And it's not very nice for human beings that are there. Forge checking from asteroid M what was left. And we are slowly moving to our big confrontation. First we have in X-Factor some funny moments, but at the same time the legacy virus is going further with heroes, not villains, not only villains but also heroes, and Acolytes move against X-Factor to have the person inside. Attack of Magistrates, so Genosha again. Then we have Uncanny X-Men 300. The third cover for this omnibus comes from this, but instead of those X's here, you have in different colors, but still nice cover. X-Men in hand for Magneto, Fabian Cortez is not believing that Magneto is back. Games Master from Upstarts. A lot is going on in preparation of coming back of Magnus. Here we have his helmet. Fabian Cortez, he learns here from Game Master that he loses. And here we have start a very sad storyline, at least for me, in regards of the one and true sister of Piotr Rasputin. She was very young, she was sweet, she was the heart of the New Mutants and also very important for the X-Men. Ilyana Rasputin. Here we have the confrontation with Executioner that made Colossus unable to switch bodies again from his mutant form. In the meantime, we have the death of Mastermind, but the confrontation ends with beautiful. Look at how beautiful art this is. The confrontation ends here when Colossus is unable to switch to human body. Here we have Fitzroy, his storyline about future, and here he recruits young lady Sienna Blaze. And it's important for this great issue, X-Men Unlimited 1. It's so amazing to read about Storm, Cyclops and Xavier fighting for survival. It's beautiful and she is attacking them. And then we know that there is someone helping Xavier. Who else could it be? Not if Magneto. But it's great storyline about the survival in the cold places and tactics, how to do it. It's great. I really like it. Here we have the mystery assistant for Xavier. A lot of pin-ups, covers. Here we have the assaults by, as you can see here, Torment of Black Queen. And Fitzroy is preparing to attack Forge, as he is very important in the future. So Upstarts start taking him out. Storm is doing what she can to prevent. We are slowly building toward the fate of, here we have, it's true, this issue must be it. It's great. If you only need one issue, you should have it in your collection if you are an X-Men fan, because this issue shows the death of truly one of the coolest kids on the block in X-Men. Whenever she comes back in the future, it won't be her. It won't be this pure good girl that died in this issue. So for so many years, she is that. When she comes back, she's not as she was. And then again, attack. Here we have the Sentinels. Betrayal of X Factor, but she was controlled, so she's not herself when she did that. that was trying of people to get to Quicksilver and Wanda to get them on the side of Magneto. And here is even more important part, because here Magnus is trying to recruit the young kids from X-Force, but at least the Cable is coming back, so this confrontation will be epic, we can say that way, at Avalon. And what is Avalon? Avalon was part of Grey Malkin that belongs to Cable, that was in the orbit, but it was destroyed during confrontation between X-Force and S.H.I.E.L.D. And what was left, Magneto took for himself and created Avalon. So this was amazing confrontation here that it starts. It's brutal, but Magnus lost to Cable machinations. Otherwise Magnus, yeah, because Cable prepared for everything. And here we start the celebration, the biggest confrontation, the truth about who betrayed Magneto on Asteroid M and Avalon. And here we have Magnus preparing to launch the biggest attack on whole Earth. And what is better option than do it on the funeral? Of course. And he do it on the funeral. I love this scene, and I love how it all went down later on. That Magnus got one of the X-Men to help him. But for how long? You would be surprised. Here we have the confrontation, the first confrontation. Xavier did not finish him off. But then we have the situation that there was no other option for Xavier to turn off mind of Magneto in X-Men 25. Because of what he did here. And here we have the illustration that is on the cover. You can see no head of Psylocke, Bishop and Gambit. But still, it's fine. Here we have the biggest confrontation that will lead readers later on to creation of Onslaught. But before that, Magnus is taking off adamantium from Logan. And for that, angry Xavier switches off mind of Magnus. Here is even better issue, Wolverine 75. We can say the letter to Jubilee, but it's the survival of Logan when they're coming back from Avalon. Here you see even the ghost of Illyana tells him it's not his time yet. He says Jen she was taken out from the plane, from the Blackbeard. And we learn that when the adamantium was not from the beginning with Logan, you see he had the bones. Klaus, there were bones. And that is the next mystery that starts. Finally, we have Excalibur, that Colossus, even if he betrayed the X-Men, they do everything they can to help him to be again able to transform from Colossus to human being, and he is not yet convinced to get back to the X-Men. Here we have the face of Magnus that is only sitting on his throne. And here we have bonus materials for the single issues when they are holographic. I have them in my collection also. How they were created. Very detailed. Here we have the, you see, shattered, scattered, splattered. Magneto is back. That is what is missing. That is what is missing on the cover. Don't know why, but they could add it here, yeah. They could left it here. Shattered, scattered, splattered. Magneto is back. But okay, the cover is also cool, even if not with that. Here we have Greg Capullo. So for those of you that did not get OHC, that was a long time ago, you can also get this copy that have the Omnibus wording added, as it's very interesting to read about this. For me it's very crucial storyline for both, for X-Men, for Wolverine, Magneto, Xavier. A lot of going on here. Really, really epic.